What would make you finally cut off a person in your life? Happened to me once to have to cut off someone. He is the one who threatened to cut me off. I knew he didn't mean it. But I got this vision of how much more peaceful my life would be without him. So I said fine, I'm done. Needless to say, he begged me to come back. Obviously he was toxic long before that. But that was the last straw. I think it's incredibly manipulative to threaten to cut someone off or block them. If you need to take your distance with someone, just do it. Don't try to use it as leverage. My mum told me that she wished I had died when I was little. It wasn't the first time she told me that, but it was what finally broke the camel's back. I was already in therapy to try to heal, but you can only hear that your mum hates you so many times. I told her, well, she can finally have her wish and consider me dead. Haven't talked to her into 3 years. She always keeps calling my husband for money even though I'm supposed to be dead to her. I told him to stop, but he won't. Finding out they had lied to me over quite serious things. To this, as he lied about a lot going on with him, I was trying to help him with, and also lied to me about new GF who it turned out he'd been having an affair with for years unbeknownst to everyone. I told to do one after I found out, as he just wasn't the person I was friends with him. And he abandoned his only daughter for this new woman, absolute scumbag. Anyone that gets between me and my son will be permanently and without pity cut from my life. People from my ex's family tried to do that when we were going through our custody battle. They tried to convince my family that I was a drug user and that my son was in danger. It wasn't true, so thankfully their tactics didn't work. And I've had no contact with them since. I dropped a friend shortly after he accidentally let it slip that he raped a girl. Not like ambush from the bushes. But while they were already intimate, she tried to put the brakes on and he didn't stop. I don't think he even realized he was talking out loud until I said, what the fuck? Preaching anti-vax and believing dangerous quacks. I had a former classmate post about both several times, and when I commented with how these are dangerous and thoroughly discredited and disproven, she cut me off. I just SMH and never contested. Her chose. Getting fed up. I give all of my patience, then ample warning and plenty of opportunity to get right. But once I give up, and that patience is spent, you can expect to have to earn it back. And you've got to make it good if you do. When people talk to you like they're your boss, not your parents. You know, those people that expect you to drop everything you're doing because they've got a problem, then lose their mind when you say you can't. A former friend of mine was arrested for possession of child pornography. After he was officially charged after seizing his electronics, I realized there was fire with the smoke, and I've not spoken to him since. At my mum off recently. Not after the lifelong abuse or put-downs, or even after she put me in jail. She hit me, I finally defended myself, but once she put her hands on my sons, she became dead to me. A deliberate attempt to hurt me emotionally is the quickest way to sever the cord. Or even if I witness you trying to deliberately cause harm to someone else, I have no desire to know you any longer. Cut someone off after a 6 or 7 year friendship because I realized that he didn't see me as an equal, and I wasn't allowed to be my own person around him. It was time to grow up. Realized that if I didn't, my life would stay the same. They refused to grow up. We don't have a breakup, just drifted off. I don't cut people off, I just fail to maintain connection. And I don't do it to anyone in particular, I do it to everyone. Realized that if my friend made fun of everyone behind their backs, she was probably doing the same to me. Constantly being ghosted or not being invited out to things is always the biggest red flag in my experience. Dropped a good friend when I found charges online of enticing a minor. 25 years old enticing a 15-year-old. You cut my best friend because she was spreading rumors about me and making fun of me in front of strangers. Staying with me for 5 years. Not paying rent or trying to get a job, and just staying home watching TV. I have a firm no dickheads, no drama rule. If people are bringing drama off, you toddle. If they drive 2 or 3 blocks with their blinker on, but never make the lane change. The second I set a clear boundary and they don't show respect for it, it's adios amigo. If you are rude to me personally, I'll just cut you out. It's a waste of my time. Realized that he would look for me every Wednesday evening, and I would pay for it. When they become overly controlling or possessive, it's time to walk away. Lots of things. Criminal behavior, racism, bigotry are big ones. If they actively try to create obstacles between me and my goals, realizing as long as I'm in contact with them, I'm not safe.